What's up, Proxy? Today we've got a quick guide featuring Vivian, the poised yet perilous agent from the Mockingbird faction in Zenless Zone Zero. Don't let her refined demeanor fool you. Vivian is a master of Ether Anomaly who swiftly dispatches of anyone daring to speak ill of Lord Phaethon. Before we continue, let's take a moment to thank our sponsor. If you're a fan of Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail, or Zenless Zone Zero, and you love collecting unique, high-quality merch, you've gotta check out GachaKing.store. From stylish shirts to amazing mousepads and everything in between, it's the ultimate destination for gamers who want to rep their favorite characters. Plus, every purchase helps support the channel, so you can look good and feel great about it. Don't miss out. Head over to GachaKing.store now and treat yourself or grab a gift for a fellow Gacha fan. Now, let's get back to the video. Starting with her core passive, Vivian's basic attack, Feather Bloom, will trigger Abloom to deal additional attribute anomaly damage to enemies afflicted with an anomaly. This scales with the anomaly type and also with Vivian's anomaly proficiency. Secondly, this attack as well as the basic attack, Fluttering Frock Suspension, will inflict Vivian's prophecy, constantly ticking the enemy for ether damage scaling with her attack. She also enters battle with 2 flight feathers. Additionally, when paired with another anomaly or ether agent, Vivian can consume a guard feather to trigger Feather Bloom when another agent applies an attribute anomaly. Corruption damage dealt by all members is also increased. Don't worry, this will all make sense in a minute. Vivian's basic attack allows her to unleash a series of 4 elegant, yet deadly strikes, combining physical and ether damage in a dance of destruction. At the end of her combo, she enters the Noblewoman state, posing elegantly and unable to move. Attack during the Noblewoman state to trigger the basic attack Noblewoman Waltz, stabbing the enemy for ether damage while generating 1 flight feather and entering the Fluttering Frock state to begin floating above the battlefield. This attack can trigger a perfect dodge, yielding an additional flight feather. Cancel the Noblewoman state by dodging. With flight feathers available, holding the attack during the 4th hit will also activate the floating state. During this floating state, attack to trigger her basic attack, Fluttering Frock Suspension, sweeping the enemies with her parasol for ether damage. This consumes all available flight feathers and converts them into an equal amount of guard feathers. If Vivian is floating, she will automatically perform the suspension attack when switching characters. The suspension state can be cancelled by holding dodge or after floating for a period of time. Vivian can hold up to 5 flight feathers and 5 guard feathers, as shown at the top left. They can be hard to keep track of, but the flight feathers are represented by the center dot, while the guard feathers are the outer ring. When any squad member lands an EX special attack, Vivian consumes 1 guard feather to launch her Feather Bloom attack. For her dodge, while not her most important ability, there are a couple facts to note. Vivian enters the Noblewoman state following her dodge counter attack, and she can enter the floating state by holding this attack when possessing flight feathers. During the Noblewoman state, Vivian will automatically dodge an attack, but this is not a perfect dodge. Vivian's quick assist launches an attack that triggers the Noblewoman state. Holding the attack during this action while possessing flight feathers allows her to enter the floating state. Her defensive assist follow-up attack generates 2 flight feathers and triggers the floating state. Up next, we have her special attack. When triggered normally, Vivian sweeps forward twice for physical and ether damage. With enough energy, trigger her EX special attack to swing her parasol forward and bloom a flower for greater ether damage, generate 3 flight feathers, and enter the floating state. Hold dodge during this attack to instead enter the Noblewoman state. Finally, we have her chain attack and ultimate, both being marvelous spectacles. Vivian's chain attack sweeps and rains down ether like a storm upon the enemy, generating 2 flight feathers in the midst of all the damage and triggering the floating state. Good thing she's got that parasol. For the ultimate, she encircles and blooms a beautiful but deadly flower, generating 5 flight feathers and entering the floating state. For skill leveling priorities, start with her basic attack to make the most of her core damage potential. Then, focus on her assist skill, followed by the special attack and chain attack. Her dodge can be leveled last, as it brings the least to her offensive prowess. Vivian's best in slot Wenjin is none other than Flight of Fancy. Tailored to fit her best, it provides base anomaly proficiency, increases anomaly build-up rate, and enables stacking anomaly proficiency when dealing ether damage. If Flight of Fancy isn't available, then a number of alternatives can still help Vivian reach great heights. Time Weaver, Fusion Compiler, Weeping Gemini, Electro Lip Gloss, and Rainforest Gourmet. For Drive Disc, look no further than a 4-piece set of Phaethon's Melody, as there's nothing more fitting for Vivian than wearing the set named after Phaethon themselves. This provides much desired anomaly mastery, and is capable of boosting both anomaly proficiency and ether damage. If you're looking for an alternative though, try out Freedom Blues. For 2-piece sets, you'll be looking at the aforementioned alongside Chaos Jazz, Swing Jazz, Chaotic Metal, Hormone Punk, or Astral Voice, and Puffer Electro. As for main stats, Disc 4 wants Anomaly Proficiency, Disc 5 wants Ether Damage over attack percent or penetration, and Disc 6 wants Anomaly Mastery. For substats, look for Anomaly Proficiency first, before boost to attack percentage and penetration for peak performance. Vivian's love for Phaethon truly sparkles when she's paired with another Ether or Anomaly agent. This makes her a fantastic partner for characters like Miyabi, Jane Doe, Yanagi, and Bernice. These agents not only activate her passive, but also complement her combat rhythm. If you need a more accessible option, Grace and Piper both bring great synergy to the table. For your third slot, you'll want to consider the needs of the team. Astra Yao, Lucy, Nicole, Rena, and Trigger each offer something unique, whether it's buffs, CC, or damage. And don't forget to pick the Bangbu that best complements your squad. Those little guys really tie the whole team together. And that's everything you need to know to master our elegant simp. What teams will you be running with Vivian? We'd love to hear your thoughts. With a strong appearance, it's hard to imagine skipping, so definitely share your own poll opinions and experience too. With Yixuan on the way, it's definitely tough times for Vivian and Hugo Wanters. If you enjoyed the guide, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more quick dives into your favorite agents. If you'd like to support us directly, then be sure to check out our merch store. We've got some seriously stylish gear approved by Vivian herself waiting for you. Don't forget to check out our other guides while you're browsing our wares. Thanks for watching and hope you save time with Gacha King.